Sebastian Rivera, electric bronze medal match. Just take me through how you were able to solve Toga's trying to slow you down over under the whole match. Felt like half the match was wrestling that over under. How were you able to break through there?
I don't think I would say I did. He did a great job. This tape didn't help me in any sense, but I felt like when I got double unders, I was stronger than him. When we were chest to chest, he had a little bit better of a whip there than me. I don't really wrestle there a lot, but I do wrestle in double unders a lot. So every time I got there, I felt comfortable. It's just a lot of energy, and I didn't want to do it all the time, but I did it when I needed it most.
Yeah, the final exchange, I want to talk through the whole match, but that final exchange, can you talk me through everything that went into getting that takedown, and how sure were you that you got that knee to touch?
I knew for sure, and that's why I was surprised. I felt his knee down, my junk was on his leg, and it was on the mat. I knew it was a takedown, but I knew when I got to those double unders, he had to make a decision. And either I was going to take him for 4, because that's what I wanted to do the whole time, but he's doing a good job, and he bailed that time, tried to headlock me. But I knew it was 2.
Yeah. And the celebration afterwards was insane. What did you plan that at all?
Nah,
I've never
just
seen
spur
that
of the
from you.
moment. Yeah, exactly. Save those things for big time moments, right? This is a big time moment. Like I said, it might be the last time I ever wrestle. We don't know yet. I'm not saying it is. Buxton wouldn't like that to be the case, but yeah, you save it for big things. And my sister's a great gymnastics girl, and she taught me how to do that at a young age, and I held on to it for a great moment.
Well, what do you think you proved here in this tournament?
That I'm one of the best in the world. I think there was a lot of doubt, right? I don't train. I train really hard. I gear up for big time moments. Like, I trained for 3 months for this thing, hard, diet, everything right. These ranking series tournaments, I do it right for 2 weeks, a month. I have a life. I balance it well. All right. The wrestling isn't my life. I like to do other things. But when I gear up for something for 3 hard months and find peace in my suffering, I do well. And that's the same thing at Worlds.
Yeah. Do you think that's actually a competitive advantage? Because it feels like the typical wrestling ethos is you're kind of living it every single day in that grind. You think it's an advantage?
I don't know. For me, it is, because I like to enjoy life. My parents live on the beach in New Jersey. I like to enjoy myself, have a beer here and there. I'm a normal dude. But like I said, when it's big time moments, I gear up for them, and that's the way you should do it. I mean, during the college season, a little different, but in this international stuff, you can do that. You can live a good life and gear up for the big time moments and win stuff like this.
What seemed to separate you is your parterre offense. It felt like all you needed was an opportunity on top. We saw that last year, especially against Tavania. When did you develop to be maybe one of the best top wrestlers in the world?
Shout out to Buxton. I've been doing this for 2-3 years, and I just feel like I get better every day. He runs a good practice. I'm in these positions, the same positions every day, and that's why I get really good at them. I don't practice an ankle pick, but when I come out here, it just comes to me, stuff like that. I have a great coaches, Donnie, and if I could turn Donnie Pritzoff, I could turn anybody in the world. That's kind of my mindset.
Yeah. There was a moment where there was a little discussion, you and Coach Buxton, I believe, challenge, no challenge.
Yeah, I was tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Thank God he said keep wrestling.
Yeah, the discernment from Jeff
He
there
said
in that
no.
moment.
He knew it was for. Donnie knew it was for. We were just playing a game like Gino yesterday. Maybe I want to challenge, maybe I don't, but thank God he said no, and we held on to it for that.
Yeah, that was key. Just your ability to get down. How do you maintain the confidence? You were down in your first repechage match, almost pinned. Really, it was kind of scary for a second there. How does that? You seemingly just erase that from your mind.
Yeah, if I'm not down 8, I'm not worried about it. If I'm down 8, it's a little scary, right? One mistake, you're done. If I'm down 6, I'm not worried about anything. I know I can come back. I know I can get on my offense. I know I can score. I thought maybe against Japan, you need to be down 4 instead of 6. That's the only time it made a difference.
Yeah. So you kind of alluded to maybe retirement, maybe not.
Buxton won't let me.
All right, you're not allowed to retire.
Yeah.
But if you were allowed to retire, what would even be next?
Coaching. Yeah. I got a place in mind. You guys can imagine. I'm not going to say it, but
okay.
I got a place in mind.
Okay, I'll use my imagination there. The decision to wrestle for Puerto Rico, how validating is it? How glad are you made that decision?
Yeah, I don't have to go through the gauntlet. Shout out, the American guys are tough as hell, and they're awesome. They're nice people. yeah, there's something against it. I'm happy I made this decision. It makes my life easier. Yeah, I love representing Puerto Rico. There's a great staff behind them. They're the nicest people in the world. Yeah, I have nothing but good things to say about Puerto Rico. And shout out to Franco and Arturo. They let Donnie and Jeff do what they need to do. They give me their insight before I go out there, but they understand, and it's all love.
Yeah, that's amazing.
You were talking inside.
I need the athlete to go to the
Oh, he does?
ceremony, but thank you.
Congrats,
Oh,
Sebastian.
okay.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, part 2 here with Sebastian Rivera, bronze medals. Now we got the bronze. Can you show us how's it feel?
It's good. It's heavy.
A little heavy. Hey, so one thing I was about to ask you, and you had mentioned in the mix zone you maybe weren't going to be able to wrestle today. Could you elaborate on that?
Yeah, in that Japan match, he kind of tweaked my knee pretty good, and this morning it was really swollen, and yeah, it just hurt to walk. I could barely get my shoes on, socks on, but they gave me some medicine, and I figured it out.
Yeah,
a good tape job.
But when you're kind of hobbled like that, does it make getting down to weight a difficulty, or?
Thank God I was only 1.7 over last night when he won, so we jumped on the bike for 20 minutes, and I jumped in the sauna, and I was on weight.
You're not one of the bigger 65s, I would say. Do you think that helps you as well?
I mean, when I really want to eat, I could get to 170, 175,
Whoa.
but
Like a stink bug, you
yes,
once said.
exactly, like a chipmunk. It's not healthy looking at all, but yeah, I would say like Amuzad's huge compared to me, but I don't know how he makes weight.
Yeah. Have you wrestled him before?
No, I have not.
Interesting. So what is next for you, Sebastian?
Not sure. I'm gonna take a lot of time off here and enjoy this rest of this day with my family till we leave. But yeah, a lot of beers and good stuff is ahead of me. That's for sure.
Awesome, man. Well, hey, I appreciate you letting me follow up with you
Yeah.
after you got cut a little bit short. Enjoy this time with your family. Enjoy this
Thank
moment,
you.
and thanks for your
Appreciate
time.
it.